I have never played this game. But I did see a couple of streamers on Twitch playing it, and I loved it. I've enjoyed it. It's kind of roguelike, and it reminds me of Dead Cells, but it's, as far as I understand, it's a bit easier because you didn't lose your progress. Even if you die, you just kind of have to redo the dungeon, but everything you gathered, like all the experience and money, is you get to keep it. So eventually the game becomes very easy. It should be very hard at the beginning because you don't have anything, and then it just, the more you find, the more you level up and unlock the skills, it gets easier. So hopefully we will be able to finish it. I'm not very skillful at roguelike games, but I love them. Yeah, so without further ado, let's just dive in, shall we? All right, here we go. I think I would like the sounds a bit lower though. All right. Yeah, definitely not hard. The first playthrough, I don't want it to be hard. Actually, for experienced struggle players who want an even greater challenge. You know what? Why the fuck not? I have a feeling I'll be suffering. But okay, we'll see how it goes.
Margaret awoke, startled, a cold sweat clinging to her. She gathered her thoughts. Aged wood creaked, echoing through the quiet rooms. Near the house stood a shrine to Rhea Dana, goddess and daughter of the land, of Rhea and a being of comfort. Margaret sought answers. But the goddess did not speak. There was only the faint whisper of something dark, something hungry. The old seer's bones felt the weight of their age as she climbed. The only thought on her mind, has it begun again? John's mission would be a simple one. He was to investigate Rhea's greatest shrine. His mother presented him with a fresh divinity shard. From his brother came a newly sharpened sword. His wife gave him a kiss, and his daughter's hugs were full of reason to return home safe.
Okay.
Rhea, a land long forgotten, a place of unimaginable beauty.
It's like a checkpoint or something.
It first appeared as sludge given life, slithering creatures, small and vile.
John uses sword to attack foes. To use a primary attack. Alright. Whoop. Think we need to lower a bit audio. Alright, hopefully that's good enough. Whoa. Whoop. Shit. There you go, we got healed. Evade attacks at the right time to avoid incoming damage. The evade bar on your character's feet shows when they can evade. Oh. Oh, so that's like a cooldown, alright. It's good that his hits actually stun the enemies. Yeah, it seems like this is a checkpoint.
A wall, impeding further progress. A battle was certain.
Special ability. John has a special ability to use a shield to block incoming attacks. Hold left shift. Alright, alright. Okay, Alright, cool. Shard of life to cleanse corrupted objects.
Banished by light itself, the corruption abated, leaving the shard cold in hand, dark, in need of life.
Oh, it's like one time use the shard. Gemstone. Greater chest require gemstone to open. Gemstone are found in different places like this animal corpse. Alright, alright.
The shard grew warm, humming softly from the harnessed energy.
I want the dude a bit lower as well. Damaged enemies burn in fire. Nice.
Before him was now one more dangerous than those that came before.
Whoa. Level up. Skill points. Gain XP as you kill enemies. When reaching a certain amount of XP, you will gain a skill point. You can use the skill points to upgrade your abilities in the skill tree. Okay. Call swords down from heavens on John's enemies. More skills become available as you spend more skill points, basically level ups. So that's level 4, level 8, 14 and 20.
Goblins, a familiar threat, albeit farther out than usual.
Damn. Ranged enemies. Oh, nice. And they're burning. Whoa. Nice. What's here?
Inherently violent and ill-bathed, the goblins were an unfocused but constant threat.
Alright. Dead end. Seems like it.
Magnificent, but dangerous. A land of love found and of love lost. Before him was sacred ground, left untouched in days gone by.
How do you open the door though? Oh. Oh shit, okay.
Remaining calm and collected, the shock of his heart-skipping beats was concealed in expert fashion. Before him stood Linda, his eldest daughter, with bow and quiver at the ready, determined to do her part.
Create a temporary aura that damages nearby enemies. Do we already place this one, and do we get to keep both? Okay, it's just an added one. Okay, cool. So we got ourselves a companion. Bird. Oh, so they want us to use it? Nice. Nice.
Before the Guardians were not beasts feeding, but monsters consuming, destroying others. They corrupted and distorted, creating even more hungry husks.
Wasn't too hard.
Both father and daughter gathered their thoughts, their hearts heavier than before. How would they explain what they had witnessed? The ancient tree had been cut down. Together, father and daughter described the horror, the creatures dripping with decay that slithered into bodies stuck between life and death to bolster their ranks. Grandma Margaret confirmed what they all feared. It was the corruption, a cruel entity spoken of only with hushed voices, an ocean of darkness that flowed from the top of Mount Morta. And the Bergsons' duty was to stand against this devouring deluge of death. Kevin was also eager to do his part in the family's fight, especially when his older brother Mark was off somewhere. He was as much a guardian of their mountain home as any of them. She stood. If they were to reach the summit and destroy this evil, as the Bergsons of old had done in the past, they would need the assistance of the sanctuary. Given to the Bergsons by Rhea herself, the sanctuary was a gateway to the mysterious lands around the mountain. Margaret pointed to the huge crystal at the center of the den, revealing their next task: to activate it and open the way to the source of the corruption. And once Rhea's 3 spirits are gathered on the grounds, the only gate to the top of Mount Morta will open in this chamber. By himself, or with the assistance of those who loved him, John needed to gather the 3 spirits from their lands. Without them, he would not be able to stem the flow of the corruption.
Okay, let's return home. Ooh, library. I think those fishes could fly. Their fins look too long for just swimming. Who are they? Can we use those things? Anything? So just a codex library. Alright, let's go and kill something. Still Depot Caves. So I guess this is the first part of it. Sill caverns, 1 out of 3. Their webs litter the ground, walls, and ceilings. Alright. Oh, so we get to choose. So she's a ranged, he is kind of a tank. Let's try her.
A celestial shard, chipped directly from the ancient crystal in the sanctuary. It would be the Bergsons' lifeline, a tether to pull them back home before death's fateful whisper.
Thank you, Grandmom.
Filling the winding tunnels of the silk-covered caves, the acrid taste of poison lingered in the air. Spiders. Linda told herself it was only target practice. As she readied her bow, they must find the spirit deep within the caves.
Alright, let's look for the spirit. Using her bow, Linda takes out her enemies from distance. You can use to aim and shoot at the same time. What do you mean at the same time? She uses stamina to shoot while moving. Her stamina regenerates automatically when she does not move and shoot at the same time. Oh, okay, got it. Whoa! Excuse me, sir? Gold. Some more gold. She's kind of easier than the tanking dude. Well, we'll see what happens with boss fights. Oh, without the stamina, the attack speed is very low. Some gold. Blows an arrow skyward to fall upon Linda's enemies with explosive force. Not bad. Decreases the stamina Linda must consume while moving and should increase the duration she can perform. I like that. Actually, I want to have a skill as well. We'll start with that. Then we'll increase the duration. We can actually move and fire. I feel it's still too loud, at least to me. Keep dead end. Oh shit, there's so many. Okay, so we have to aim the skill. before we go up, let's explore this area. Oh, this is actually where we need to go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nice. Okay, let's see what's up here. Can we? Oh, we can. Okay. Alright, alright. Did I miss anything? Like any of those jars somewhere? Yep, there's one. Nothing. There's a couple. Some gold. Full HP right now. Okay, that's about it. Nice. So there is a chest, but we don't have the thingy to open. We haven't found any of it just yet. Oh! Okay, let's bring him over here. Use the traps to our advantage. Alright, level up. Now we can level this thing, so we can actually move and fire for longer. Get the gold. Get, oh shit! Damn! More gold. Nothing. Dead end. Well, the chest that we cannot open just yet. Wait a minute, we can open it? We have none of the gems. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Yeah, I like this character. It's easy to play ranged. Let's go check top over here. Some gold. Some more gold. Nothing. Nice. The gold. Nothing else here. Yep. We are yet to find a gemstone to open the chest that we passed. You found the finish room portal. Press and hold T to teleport back to it from anywhere on this floor. Okay. What's here?
Energy flowed around the room. Before the hero, an object of the divine.
Reset the cooldowns of all your abilities and fill your rage. Well, we have nothing else, so that will work for now. Still get 0 gems though. Yeah, well, we have to go. So like it says to the floor, to get to this floor. So if I go through this, will we actually go to the next floor? Can we go back? I guess we'll have to find out. So for example, yep, there's no T, but we can cross? Nope, there's no going back. Okay, so there's no way to open that chest. Perhaps coming back later, I don't know, we'll see. Gold. Oh, lots of them. Good hit, good hit. Alright, before we go further in, I would like to unveil the whole map. See if we can find some loot. Maybe a gemstone, which we cannot use just yet, because we are unable to go back to the chest. Shit, got hit once. So level up kills them all. So we need 2 skills. Okay. What is that? I'm to guess it's like a slow trap or something, because it's surrounded by the spikes. It kind of pulls us into it. Oh man! Easy. Yeah, it pulls you in. I still have no idea what to do with the gold though. How to spend it and where. Whoa! Alright, what do we get? Some gold, nice. We don't need HP just yet. What is this? A ranged companion that fights. Oh, yes, baby. Heal up, hits hard, 20 HP. Whoop. So we can touch all those things apparently. Not all of them. So how do we know which ones we can actually interact with and which ones we cannot? So what's the difference between this one? Oh, different color, okay. Well... Well, sir, you're dead. Okay, we got a gemstone. But there's no way going back and opening up that... Oh, we can open this one though. Lots and lots of gold. Okay, dead end. A very dead end. Hello. Nice. Yeah, I like this character very much. Let's go up first. Okay, so let's stay away from those huge spiders and you'll be fine. What is this? Drop 3 gemstones. Charms a magical object found in the land of Morta. Each one of them has a special effect that can be activated by pressing R. They are consumed after being activated. You can only carry 1 charm with you before activating its effect. Okay. So what's the point of saving it and not like activating it right away? Can you like bring it with us to the next mission or something? Before we proceed through this door, couple of things I would like to do first. Unveil the whole map. Oh, so that's like basically 3 doors. Okay, this I assume a boss fight. What? How brave he is, how small he is, and how brave.
Truly a divine emotion, especially during dark days. Love had motivated this mother to lay down her life for her cub.
We'll kill them all. Maybe not. Jeez. Whoop. Cannot cross.
While love now compelled the young one to try and rouse her from eternal slumber. And it would be love welcoming the new orphan among the Bergsons.
Oh, we get a doggy. Some gold. That's about it. Alright, one more way to go through. Nice. So if we stand still, the fire rate is kind of slow, but when we move, it's faster. Hello. Nice. Oh. Got him. Just gold, nothing else. Need more gold. Nothing up here. Nothing there. Well, so we kind of have to use that. Increased movement speed and dodge chance at the cost of losing the ability to evade. So I will not be able to jump, but my speed will be increased. Sure. Let's do it. Alright, boss fight. Let's go. Wait, what? Oh, I have to hold it. Okay. Alright, let's see how it goes. Not a boss fight. Bit more gold. Okay, nothing here.
All 8 eyes studied the one so willing to walk into their own tomb.
I think I shouldn't have. Whoa! Yeah, we're dead. We're so fucking dead. No, 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 help me, help me. Yeah, we're dead. Damn. How do you even kill it? It does so much damage. That's it, we're done. Yep.
The Bergson began to slip away, wondering if this was death.
Damn, this was hard. Not sure. Yeah, I think this dungeon should be completed with
They
the melee
gasped
because
for
we can just
air
stand and
as the
slash,
celestial
slash,
shard
slash.
brought them back. A sensation no hero could become accustomed to. As she heard John and Linda describe their foray, thoughts rushed through Margaret's head. The corruption had amplified the creature's wickedness, and no longer were they part of the harmony of the Rhea. With the new threats looming, Margaret asked Ben to prepare his workshop. He would have to take charge of enhancing the warrior family's weapons and armor. Although in the safety of the Bergsons' house, the young cub was not yet free from danger. Exhaustion racked the animal's body, its chest heaving for even the smallest of breaths. The family believed several plants found deep in the nearby caves, combined together, could serve to remedy the situation.